And hey, I'm back with
Hey,
the
hey.
beautiful Kass Thomas. How are you, lovely woman?
I'm
Lady,
lovely.
lady.
I'm lovely. Thank you. I'm
Yeah.
lovely. Yeah. Especially, anytime we're not feeling great, right?
Mm.
And something shows up that's really quirky. This
Mm-hmm.
access tool that it took me years to remember to ask.
What is our tool today? What is the gift we're giving people? What's this?
When you're feeling discomfort and really and aggravated and you might want to strangle somebody,
Mm-hmm.
ask, is this the change I've been asking for, showing up in a different way than I expected?
Aha, that's a good one. That's
The
a great
millisecond,
question.
the millisecond after you ask that, first of all, be connected with that energy that you have, that like, and the
Mm-hmm.
millisecond after you ask it, see if it disperses and releases and you start laughing.
Yes. And even if you don't laugh, sometimes there's just a little pause in the discomfort.
Yes.
Just a little crack of what this is that you may be changing, what's so right about it you're not getting, what you're changing. That is what you'd asked for, and it's showing up in a way you didn't expect, and that kind of he'll have a pause. Or you might giggle, which is even a louder awareness of
Well, if you've waited years to ask that question at the moment when something's showing up that's not
yeah,
comfortable for you, then you might laugh and say, wow, what took me so long to use this particular tool?
yeah.
I just remember, and I have the visual of standing in the kitchen once, like making my coffee and stuff. And I was like, wait a minute. So, truth, is this the change I've been asking for, showing up in a different way than I expected? And I just, I started laughing. I was like, okay.
Yep. I just had
Yeah.
someone in a class recently who was having some pain receiving a body process, but I had worked with her and asked her questions about something that was going on with her body for actually years. And it took her a minute to kind of even be able to get there and drop into the awareness of her body to ask, is this the change you've been asking for showing up in a way you didn't expect? It was showing up with some discomfort, some pain down her leg, I believe. And she sat with it. It took her a minute. It took her a minute. We don't always get these things instantaneously. And then she just got, yeah. And then the whole discomfort, pain she was feeling kind of got smaller to the where she was actually having this stuff going on with her body. And then it started to not be uncomfortable because she was present with it and could contribute to the change that she was asking for instead of fighting against it. Like when we're freaking out about our discomfort, when it's actually what we've asked for, you're not creating with it, you're creating against it. So it's a really cool question to ask to have more ease with the things you're asking for. And
Absolutely.
I always wonder if like, what if discomfort, what if the uncomfortable is where the possibilities are? What if we actually went, oh boy, I'm uncomfortable. I wonder what I'm changing today.
Absolutely. And if you're looking for change, and I just would like to repeat a couple of things that you said, because being present, a lot of times we use these tools as we use them, we don't engage with them, right? So
Mm,
using them versus engaging with them is just moving your lips and having something come out of your mouth. It's
or
like I've
just,
asked a question and nothing's changed. No, you've got to be the question. You've actually got to be the presence. And the other thing that you said was about connecting with your body, because your body will let you know, because that's showing up in just your mind, and then that's drizzling down to all of your body and giving you tension. If you're connected with your body and you have a presence, then when you actually are asking this question, you're being that question and you will receive the response. So thank you so much for sharing that. Yeah.
thank you. And the engagement part, can you say more about engaging with the body?
Absolutely. A lot of times, we are, calling and talking to the body like we make a phone call, ring, 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 right? But
Yeah.
we don't actually wait for the body to answer the ring. Okay, body, true. Is this the change I've been asking for? No, as
No, it's
opposed to,
too uncomfortable. It couldn't be.
yeah,
I hate
exactly.
this.
And if you like discomfort, don't go into the wrongness of you, right? What's right about that you're not getting, is it the change you're asking for? Because really discomfort, is like Gary said, is that the change you've been asking for is actually activated and showing up.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And the discomfort is really just our point of view about what we're perceiving, but we're aware of the information our body's giving. It may not be discomfort. I know I've had things that seem very uncomfortable, painful in my body. And when I asked this question, the pain part went away. I could still feel the intensity of my body changing something. You know, a cut on my finger. I had one time when I had, the cut on my finger was really painful. And I'm like, wow, I've been talking about pain for years in body classes. I'm a liar. It hurt. And then I was like, well, what is this? What am I perceiving? And it was like the cells closing up and capillaries and, blood flow stopping, all the stuff my body had to do to change, to stop the bleeding and a cut I'd done cooking. And as soon as I had that, my body showed me what it was actually creating, this magical molecular level stuff that it was doing. It wasn't that pain you wanted to get away from. It was like, oh, I was totally present with it. And I could almost see the changes that was happening in this little cut on my finger. And I was like, oh, body, you're so cool. The stuff you can show us. And then I was
And
present with it, and it could work better. It was easier for my body to do what it had to do when I was there with it, not fighting against it, not making it wrong,
absolutely.
not freaking out. Yeah.
And you're present with it, and it's the present with the moment that's going on, and actually living that experience in real time, right?
Mhm.
But also, cutting your finger is that your body asking you to be present so you
When
can
I'm,
cut your throat. You know what I'm saying?
well, yeah,
It's
be
like,
present when I'm cooking.
you
Yeah.
just cut your finger. I'm just saying to you, next time you're with a knife,
Yes.
please
Be aware.
be aware.
Be creating with your body when you are cooking and chopping vegetables. It's really a valuable tool too.
Absolutely. And it's with these tools, yes, they're quite easy and simple, and they can go much deeper and give you awareness not only about the present, but also about what you'd like to create in the future. Yeah. So, yeah.
We have to talk about that next, creating the
The
future of
next,
your body. It
next
might be another one. Okay, so
future.
fun talking with you again.
Mwah.
Show you.
Ciao.
Bye bye.
Ciao. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, there it is.